Luckily I had some wine before I watched this movie yesterday.
Yeah? How
Because
much, what? Do you have a whole box of wine?
two
Or?
big glasses.
Yeah?
And
That
it
help?
helped. I'm so happy I did that because
Oh, good.
it was really scary. So it was really scary.
Was that scary?
Yes, to me it was.
Damn.
Yeah. So you did a good job on being kind of
Yeah,
a
thanks.
guy that we don't really know where we have him.
Yeah, I like the part where I shaved. Or unless they cut that out. No, because all of a sudden he looks like he wants to have a date with her.
Yeah, he's a interesting character. So do you like, I've been asking a lot of actors this, if you like to scare people or make them cry or make them laugh more?
I like making them laugh. Yeah, because I don't get the chance to scare people that often, so this is different for me.
Do you, getting into that kind of mentality as this guy has, how do you do that as an actor?
Why? Do you think it's different? It's not so much different from the way I think. He just kind of a little off, you think, at first. You don't quite know that he's as nuts as he is. So it's just trying to keep that balance of seeming normal. And then later on, you kind of realize that he's not a guy that you want to take to lunch or get stuck in a Volkswagen with for hours.
No. So what is your relationship to supernatural things? Do you believe?
Oh, you know what? We shot this movie in New Orleans, in my first house in New Orleans, and I don't believe in this stuff. But I think I lived in a haunted house. There was just too many unexplained things that went on in this place. Plus, it just emanated, and pardon the word from the 60s, it emanated bad vibes. It was kind of a depressing place. It was an old plantation. Wow. And there was a lot of unexplained noises, presences, people saw things, things moved. It was just weird. So I can never rule anything out that I don't know about or try to make sense of. Do I make any sense?
No, yeah, you do.
You're just looking at me.
No,
like
but I'm just like living in your story because it was, I find it fascinating too because we never know what's out there.
Yeah, you don't know. I like to keep an open mind. I'm sure there's an explanation for everything somewhere down the line, but you never know.
Okay, so I have 3 fan questions for you.
Yeah.
Number 1 is, if you would have to live in a cellar, what would you miss the most from the surface and why?
Golf courses, the sky, and I got to tie in birds with that. Yeah. Yeah, because I like clouds and things in the sky and stars.
That's nice.
I'm crying already. Drive-in movies.
Oh, yes. Good point.
Yeah.
Which one of the others and you 3 actors in real life, would be the first person to lose patience in a cellar life?
Oh, me. Yeah, the women are like 200 times stronger than men, so Mary would last the longest.
Okay. And
are you disappointed in my answers? What the hell
no, I
is
like
going
that
on
you were
here?
so on point with
Quit
it.
judging me. See, I'm not doing too good, and this isn't a bunker.
You're doing great
I'm
so
snapping
far.
at you already.
No, you're doing really good. So this is the last fan question. Mary and John are supposed to believe that real evil comes from outdoor. But do you believe that slow or hidden evil builds itself within the 4 walls if you're forced to be among each other every day?
Absolutely, because it would bring, especially with somebody unbalanced as me, it would bring out the worst in me, and they're afraid of me anyway. So naturally, they're going to form an alliance against me. Howard's really paranoid, and he's just kind of a jerk.
So you're in an industry that's kind of scary in itself.
Yeah,
I
it's got
think.
a lot of jerks in it.
Yeah. So, did you ever doubt that you wanted to continue being an actor? Just on a totally different note.
You know, it was something I had to have faith in because I really didn't think I was good enough. So there was a faith in myself that I kept going. And I went to a Broadway show one time. Somebody gave me tickets, and I couldn't afford a ticket for a Broadway show. And I saw this guy, and he was just stinking up the place. And I said, you know what? I can do this. I could do that, yeah. And that kind of kept me going, and little bits of encouragement, because I did a lot of rotten stuff. Man, and then there's just the business itself that makes you want to leave it sometime. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with acting, the pure thing. And that's more in movies than it is in theater. I mean, I did a play last year, and I was in heaven because I got to actually act. Don't look at them.
No, she was doing
Look
that.
at
I have to look
No,
at her.
but it was all about the acting. Yeah, the other stuff in the business will drive you nuts.